Hello and welcome back to Wanderland. Today we are back in London and we're going to have afternoon tea in this beautiful hotel right behind me called the Claremont. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we will experience it together. Well, hello. It looks like we made our way down the rabbit hole, and here we are in this beautiful Grade 2 hotel building, the Claremont. It's a railway hotel from 1862. We are right above Charing Cross station here in the heart of London. So we're going to have a lovely afternoon tea. What I'd like you to do is to stay tuned until the end of the video because I'd like to tell you all of the important bits, you know, all the things you need to make sure that your tea here at the Claremont goes wonderfully well and you will have a fabulous time down in Wanderland. From where I'm sitting in the Terrace restaurant, I have the most beautiful views of the Eleanor Cross as well as Trafalgar Square and St. Martin's in the Field Church. It is actually such a beautiful location with big windows, just looking out on everything going on below me. I just love it. And the whole place is flooded in light. Absolutely gorgeous here. Let's go over this afternoon tea menu together and then I will get right into our lovely meal. So today at the Claremont afternoon tea, we have savory treats, a cucumber finger, cured ham and whole grain mustard fingers, egg mayo watercress fingers, and smoked salmon and cream cheese fingers. We also have all butter scones, either fruit or plain, and they're served with clotted cream, with raspberry jam and strawberry jam. And then finally, we're going to round up with our sweets. We have an Eton mess, a Victoria sponge, chocolate and orange tart, and a fruit macaroon. I will tell you, this looks like it's going to be a nice traditional afternoon tea. My afternoon tea tower just arrived and it looks so pretty. It's, like I said, very, very traditional. On the top layer, we've got all of our sweet treats. In the middle, now we're looking at the scones with our clotted cream and jam. And on the bottom is going to be our savory sandwich selections. It all looks very nice, very traditional. Nothing shocking here at all, but that should probably please any kind of palate that comes to have an afternoon tea here. I'll tell you what, if you want to stay in the loop about all the new or unique or traditional afternoon teas out here in London and around, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell because I would love it if you would join me on all of our adventures down the rabbit hole. I was very naughty and I purchased myself a lovely bottle of Lance and Rosé. It was a very good price considering if I was going to buy individually. And as you know, in Wanderland, it's always better to get your own bottle so then you have all of the effervescence and all the bubbles in your glass. It's time to start this afternoon tea. My first tea sandwich is a cucumber finger. And it looks like it is on brown bread. I did notice that he was much shorter than the other sandwiches on this. But you know what? Size doesn't matter, does it? The flavor of the cucumber finger sandwich was fine. The cucumber, it felt like it was out for a while because it wasn't crisp. It was more of a bite and pull type situation. The bread was nice and soft. It just was made earlier today. So this guy's a little bigger. He's ham and whole grain mustard. There you are. Very nice. Just a nice looking little sandwich, and the bread is nice and soft. The ham sandwich was just fine. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing great, but it was a lovely little ham sandwich. White bread, thinly sliced ham, and a little bit of mustard, whole grain mustard. I think anybody would enjoy this. There is nothing shocking about this at all. But yeah, very fine indeed. I was kind of giggling. I'm like, I'm essentially having a school sandwich with champagne. You gotta love it. I love a little contradiction. It's always fun in life, isn't it? If you are still hungry after your savories, I was told they are refillable, but there is a £5 charge. Our next sandwich is egg mayo and watercress. Here we go. There it is. White bread, fine bread indeed. And yeah, a little bit of egg mayo. Let's see how it goes. The egg mayo, just like the other ones, there's nothing fantastic, but there's nothing offensive at all. It's just a nice egg mayo sandwich. There's plenty of filling. The watercress, though, is rather limp. Like I said before, these are probably made earlier in the day, but yeah, it's fine. The bread is soft. I would always like something more with my egg mayo because I like a lot of seasoning, but yeah, I think anybody would be fine with it. I will tell you, I am on one of the most comfy couches ever. It's wonderful. All these lovely pillows right here behind me. So comfortable and luxurious here. So my last of savories is going to be smoked salmon and cream cheese. There you go. Oh, there it is. There it is on brown bread. So let's give it a go. So my dears, I don't know what they did to their smoked salmon, but it is gorgeous. It's a little bit more smoke than usual. It had real flavor, and there's a lot. There's a couple layers of it in here, and the cream cheese was so great. The brown bread was perfect, yeah. This was a lovely sandwich and definitely the winner of the savories. So, not too bad at all. The savory selection was very nice. There was nothing out of the ordinary here. It was all incredibly traditional. So I think anybody would be probably very pleased with what is on offer. It is now halftime. Let's go wander around this beautiful location here at the Claremont Hotel. And when we come back, we'll have some scones and clotted cream. So what did you think? It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, can you believe how luxurious this place is? I mean, I really was blown away when I first walked in here. What did you think about the fireplace? I mean, how beautiful would that be during the Christmas time? I'll definitely have to ask if they do any kind of Christmas teas. That would be something I'd be very interested in. The hot tea selections are not some of your more exotic here, but what we have apparently, I'm going to read off the menu right now. We have English breakfast, Earl Grey, Darjeeling, mint, green, fruit, or chamomile. I just received my tea, my fruit tea, in this beautiful teapot. Can't wait to try it for you. This fruit tea is amazing. It is the most beautiful color of red. It's gorgeous, and the smell of it is so beautifully tropical. So let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. Whew. I smell a lot of red berries in it, and maybe like red currant or black currant, maybe even a little bit of pineapple. So if tea can be juicy, this is juicy. Wow. I think I picked a winner when I'm watching myself put this down. think I picked a winner when I chose the fruit tea here. I've got my little fruit scone right here, and he's got a lot of powdered sugar on him. He seems rather hard, but we'll give him a go and see what happens. I have clotted cream and I've got strawberry or raspberry jam. I think I'm gonna go for the raspberry jam. Ooh, that was a nice scone. It was very hard on the outside, but softer on the inside. It was a very sweet scone. It's very nice with the raspberry jam and the clotted cream. It was good. Let's move on now to our sweet selection. The first thing I have is called an Eton mess. So I've never seen one exactly in this way. Remarkably, it did taste a lot like Eton mess. I am completely surprised. So this little muffin, there was a bit of whipped cream on the inside with more strawberry jam. The meringue on top was nice and crunchy, a little bit of browning on the top from some fire. Yeah, it was very good. I'm really surprised, and it tasted even better with this fruity tea. So, yeah, never judge a book by its cover, right? I mean, we've learned this down in Wanderland. Our next little sweet treat is a Victoria sponge. Here it is right here, and I would imagine there's going to be some jam inside of this. So let's give it a try. I was just not impressed with Victoria sponge. It's just your normal sponge with a little bit of strawberry jam and a little bit of cream inside. It was not a patisserie, let's just say. We're moving on to apparently a fruit macaron. It looks like it's going to be chocolate. What do you think? It looks chocolate to me, so let's give it a try. I was right, it was definitely a chocolate macaron. Fine, nothing wrong with it. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, very richly chocolate on the inside. Yeah, it's fine. Just a lovely little guy. We're gonna round out our sweets with a chocolate and orange tart. It is a very, very, very delicate tart. Well, that was a lot different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be very thick and rich. It was very rich. It was very chocolatey, very orangey, but it was almost like there's a whipped kind of a mousse inside. It was very airy, and the biscuit base was lighter than air. It was crumbling everywhere. So not too bad, nothing shocking, but yeah, just a nice little tart. So to give my favorite of the sweets would be very difficult. I think for uniqueness, because I really like meringue a lot, I like the Eton mess. The closest tube station to get here is going to be Embankment or Charing Cross. And then it's just a moment to get right up because, like I said, we are actually above the Charing Cross station. Afternoon tea here at the Claremont is served every day from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock in the evening. Prices for afternoon tea start at £40 a person. If you'd like a glass of Prosecco, it's going to cost you £5 more. But if you like a cocktail or champagne, it will be £10 a glass. I made my afternoon tea reservations directly with my favorite booking agents. They are afternoontea.co.uk. So give them a check out, and I think you'll be pleased. I'll leave the link down below in the description so you can find them yourself. Another reason to check out afternoontea.co.uk, sometimes they will give you a very good deal. I think they have a little partnership with a lot of these places here in London and around the country. So sometimes you just get perhaps a glass of champagne or Prosecco with your booking. But today, this offer was minus 30% off. I just had to write it in my booking notes with afternoontea.co.uk. And yeah, 30% off of my tea. You never know when something's going to come up. So keep an eye out on that website. I think they're a very good booking agent. So afternoon tea here at the Claremont Hotel. Wow, you know what? Come here if you want a lovely, lovely traditional afternoon tea. I mean, a quintessential English afternoon tea. that is not terribly expensive. I believe I said it starts at £40 a person. I think anybody would be very pleased to come here. We have a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. I tell you, the servers are incredibly impeccable. I was always asked if there's anything that I needed or wanted. I think the food was just fine. It was, that's what it is. It was just fine. It wasn't woohoo outstanding, but it wasn't low, low, low. You know, there's some places that happen low, low, low on our adventures in Wanderland. But it's okay, it's okay. I think the Claremont is a place to come. It's centrally located right here in Charing Cross, right next to Trafalgar Square. I think you wouldn't be disappointed coming here. I mean, the views itself are worth the price of admission, but the food was also very nice. So thank you very, very much for watching. Please like and subscribe once again, and I will see you next time in Wanderland. Bye-bye.